guys run and them help me get through back to where I'm at. So it's nothing I'm not used to. So just consistency and hard work.
How much did all that, you think, set you back from where you wanted to be?
I don't think it really set me back. I really think everything happens for a reason. It's just another lesson in the book I learned from. So.
Richard, we were talking to Richard McCown about, how when Coach Smart gives you best feedback, just kind of staying positive with it and not taking it too personal, I guess. When as a defensive line, how do you guys try to stay positive when Coach Smart kind of criticizes you guys?
I don't really think it's criticism. I just think he's just doing his job as coaching. So he's just trying to get us better, and that's really, we just take it and we learn. It's not about, the tone of what he's saying, but it's the message.
What is the message for the interior defensive line? I guess we heard Coach Tucker address it as well. I mean, do you guys hear it at practice?
Really, throughout the whole defensive line, I feel like we just got to remain consistent and know our job and do our job well.
What did John Atkins do so well that nobody else seems to be able to do? Kirby seems real concerned about that spot.
He just remained consistent. He was really the workhorse of the defensive line. He held everything up and made sure Roquan and the linebackers did not get touched. And we're just trying to find that consistency, which I think we're doing a good job. We just got to keep doing it every day.
Tay Crowder's got kind of pushing for some time, an inside linebacker. What have you seen from him, over the past couple of years as he's transitioned over, playing running back before?
I think all those guys are actually doing a good job. I just hear the call from the linebackers. I don't really look and see who's back there. I just trust who's back there to give me the call, and I just work with what I got.
And Tay switching over from running back, you switched from D-line to offensive line briefly a couple years ago, right? How hard was that those few weeks for you, and how impressive is it that Tay's able to kind of stick at linebacker after just playing running back before?
It's not really hard because I did the same thing in high school, so it's just really doing what the team needs. I'm just trying to be a team player. If they need me on O-line, I'll play O-line. If they need me on D-line, I'll play D-line.
What did you learn from maybe moving over to the offensive line about what you're doing now? Were you able to take anything from one position to the other?
It's really, like I said, I played in high school, so it's really understanding both ways and understanding their job. So it really gives you intel and gives you a booster or advantage, I should say, knowing what the offensive line doing before they do it, as far as defensive line movements and whatnot.
When you talk about the consistency you guys are trying to build on the defensive line, what specifically are you talking about? Are you talking about technique or hand placement? Kind of what things are you talking about there?
Brilliance in the basics, just fundamentals and technique. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
How tough is it going against that offensive line every day? I got to believe that's a good practice partner to have, an experienced line like that, right?
I think they're pretty good. It gives you, you're going against one of the best offensive line, I say, in the SEC, and it just makes everybody get better. Iron sharpens iron, so that's the only way us as a defensive unit can get better.
How hot does it get out there between you guys? That's a lot of contact, a lot of aggression. You guys.
Honestly, it get real hot, but you just got to keep pushing.
Anybody specifically you can point to that maybe gives you trouble, or that you've really been impressed with up front?
No, I honestly just go against Lamont and all the centers and guards all day. I really don't go against tackles, but as a unit, they're all good. They're all work together, and they all get us right. And like I said, iron sharpens iron.
What makes Lamont so good?
Knowing the game, like he said, he came in as a defensive lineman and moved the offensive line, so he's just understanding what we do to help him advantage as well as offensive line, as well as for me going back and forth.
Is that journey something you guys have talked about at all? Starting out in the defensive lineman, going to offense and bouncing back like that? Y'all talk about it a lot?
No, we haven't talked about it a lot. We just know we just want to do what's best for the team. So he needed to be on offensive line at the time, and I needed to be on offensive line, but then they need to be back on defensive line. So it's basically just buying into what the team needs.
How deep is that D-line rotation typically? What's an ideal number of guys to play in a D-line rotation?
Honestly, that's up to the coaches. It's just really who plays well and performs. But you have to ask the coaches what's winning that.
How many snaps for you would you play in a typical game?
Honestly, I don't know because the year hasn't come yet. I was just working on consistency and whatnot. So that's why I just came on as a role player and whatnot last year.
What are you seeing from Daquan right now? What kind of improvements he's made? He's like he's finally gotten himself healthy. What are you seeing from him?
I think he's actually doing pretty good. Like him and me as well. We're trying to just learn the game and just bring everything in and just be slow and just really understand what's going on, dissecting the play.
So the thing's coming slower for you.
Yes, sir.
Action and everything.
Yes, sir.
Did you actually take a red shirt a couple years ago? Are you a junior? Do you have you this year and another year to play?
Yes, sir. I'm a redshirt junior. I have 2 years of eligibility. I redshirted Kirby Smart's first year.
I know I asked about the aggression in terms of the heat, but what about the actual temperature heat? I mean, you're some big guys out there doing a lot of running. How have you been able to push through? Because we haven't heard much about attrition from the team.
It's just a mindset. I mean, they tell us every day to hydrate. They tell us the temperatures. As long as we hydrate and whatnot, the temperature and whatnot should not faze us.
To what extent do you go? I mean, is this something you're conscientious of the night before even? I mean, is it that scientific where you're really staying on edge with the hydration to make sure you don't fall out?
No, I mean, just drink a lot of water, hydrolytes, Pedialyte, something that has a lot of electrolytes in there to keep us going throughout the practices and whatnot.
Michael, you said you redshirted 2 years ago.
Yes, sir.
Did you go to the South Carolina game to watch Georgia play? Is it in your home state?
No, sir. I actually did not travel. I think I did travel to that game, but I did redshirt that year. Yes, sir.
You traveled on your own, you mean, or what?
No, I traveled with the team.
Even though you're redshirted?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You said you had obviously becoming a role player last year. What's it going to mean? If you can show the folks that followed you in high school that you have developed a role on the team, that you can contribute on the defensive line, in a game like that.
They know how I was back in high school. It's just consistency and hard work. I mean, everything just doesn't happen on the front end. It just takes time, and I'm just trying to work and prove my consistency.